cast your spell on me. You got me feeling things I never thought I'd see, let alone believe. Oh, holy woman, you give your love to me for free. Oh, holy woman. I don't understand why I still feel the things that I do. Yeah, lost, lonely, empty, broken. Sometimes even when I'm with you, but I'll keep trying and fighting every single day, because I believe every single word I've ever heard you say. Oh, holy woman, you cast your spell on me. You got me feeling things I never thought I'd see, let alone believe. Oh, holy woman, you give your love to me for free. Oh, holy woman. I can feel your soul even when I'm all alone. Makes me think maybe my heart is ain't made of stone.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream tonight. Sorry, I was a bit late. I don't know what happened to my computer all of a sudden. It's never happened before. The internet was just not working on the computer. It was working on every other device. So, I don't know what it was, but I tried to reset, but then I took out the power cable, reset everything again. It's working, but then my camera wasn't connected, so it's just been a bit crazy. So let me know if you guys notice anything off in the stream, in the audio or video, but hopefully it should be fine now. Thank you so much to everyone. I couldn't even say hi to most of you because I was just going nuts trying to fix this. Thank you to all of you for pulling up. Tonight's going to be a bit of a different stream. It's not going to be, our usual roller coaster where we are down 1 minute, up the next. I am going to be playing music. I've made a playlist, indie artists mostly. And the only request I have, it's in the title as well. I can't accept requests tonight because I'm in a in a certain kind of mood to listen to certain type of music. So bear with me, and I will try and not let things get too sad. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best. This is probably the toughest live stream I have done to date. I was on the fence on whether I should go live even. Um, but then I figured, you know, outside of our YouTube world, outside of our, um, this community and this social media world that we live in, not a lot of people really understand the connections we make, how deep those connections can be. Just because we haven't met someone in person, just because we haven't known them all our lives, doesn't mean that we cannot form um, very deep bond, very deep connection. Um, so people really they can't relate with it. You all can. So I was like, you know what? Um, I'm gonna do this as I want to give a tribute to a friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, and he was a friend of a lot of people here in the chat. And it's not gonna be like the corny celebration. Oh, I'm gonna be celebrating his life and this and that, and fucking doing stupid shit. It's gonna be somber. If it gets too heavy for you, then I won't be offended. If you just want to step away, don't want to be here, it's fine. But I will try my best to keep things a bit balanced, as I know my bro Wolf would want it to be. Before I get into that, we had another sad news last week. Someone who used to frequent, the music community in the chats, was a car, his Mustang fanatic, Rich GT 350R. Some of you, I'm sure, remember him. Unfortunately, he passed away last week as well. And may he rest in peace. And my condolences to his friends, his family. Rich, at one point, I remember he sent me a few emails out of the blue a couple of years ago, I believe, and asked me, "Yo, 15th, I have a channel and I make like car videos, and I would love to use your music. Would you be okay with it, bro?" And this and that. And I was like, "Bro, I'd be honored, like, you don't even have to ask me." And then I think he wanted to use a song which had Content ID on it. So then he got a copyright claim, and then he was like, "Okay, so I was trying to upload this, but it was saying copyright, so I don't know what to do." I'm like, "Bro, don't worry about it. Once you upload it, I'll whitelist it." Then he's like, "Okay, I'll figure it out one day." And yeah, like I would run into him in chats, always a breath of fresh air, very good, positive vibes every time from him. Exactly what Indy said. Rich always had high vibes and encouraging words for everyone, 100%. So may he rest in peace. And then, yes, last week when I found out about Rich, I think less than 12 hours later, I heard about Michael Lanthier, aka Wolf 7. And you know what? I've been thinking about this all day as to what I will even say when I start my stream, because there's not to put some music on. It's difficult to describe sometimes what a friendship means to you, what a person means to you, the impact they have on you. But I'll give it a try. I saw Wolf 7 the first time in early 2022. So before I say anything else, I see Jessica is in the chat. I pinned her comment. Jessica is Wolf's ex-wife, and she reached out to let me know what had happened, and she's here in the chat, so please feel free to pass on your condolences. Jessica, thank you for being here, and I mean, we've already spoken over the last few days. I don't know if you were here for the first 10 minutes. I had some computer issues, so I started like 5-6 minutes late. But I was just saying this stream is going to be a bit challenging, but you know, I wanted to do it. I wanted to show you and any other family member who joins the stream how much Michael was admired, loved, and respected by so many people who were in the chat, and even those who are not in the chat. There's tons of people he made an impact on. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. So I first met Wolf in early 2022. I saw him in a live stream through a common friend, and I remember hopping on his live stream, and there he was sitting there, and Wolf had, like, if you think my live stream background and everything is like vibey, like Wolf's vibe was something completely different. A lot of you might know this. He apart from being an amazing musician, he was also very good with graphic design and like video editing. Like, it was really that was like a talent that wasn't spoken about enough. I remember him, he's just sitting there and he is freaking shredding like crazy, right? And I was really new at that time. It had only been like 7 or 8 months, I believe, or 9 months since I had started making my own music. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at this guy, and I'm like, bro. And I told him many months later that I wanted to just break my guitar after that, you know. Because sometimes someone is so good that it doesn't motivate you. That, oh, one day if I practice, if I do this, I can be as good as this guy. Sometimes the talent is so immense that you're like, man, you know what? Yeah, you can never reach this level, no matter what you do. And obviously many months later when I said that to him, Wolf being like, he always had that older brother vibe, right? He was like, shut up, 15, shut up. You're great. You're great. And he used to say this all the time to me. Shut up, 15th, you're great. You know? And then anyhow, then he disappeared. And I think that was like, you know, Wolf. Sometimes, obviously, things would get overwhelming. And he would just be like, man, you know what? Fuck it, I'm out. I need my space. I need my time. And he kind of disappeared from everywhere. And I didn't hear from him for like, I don't know, 6-7 months or something like that. I did buy some of his music on Bandcamp though, because I was like, man, you know what? I want to check this guy's music out. And then I put out a beat. And I was like, you know what? Because I had broken my hand. Like, this is how luck had it. I broke my hand. I was gonna perform a guitar solo on one of my songs. I couldn't do it for 8 weeks. I was like, okay, what do? I put that beat out, and I'm like, okay, guitarists, rappers, whoever wants to do anything on it, you can do something, and then I'll play all the submissions on my stream. And then the first submission I get, out of the fucking blue, unexpectedly, is from Wolf 7, right? And actually, not even a submission. He sends me an email, or a DM on. It was a DM on IG, and he goes, "Yo, 15, send me the beat." And actually, Kat, who's in the chat, hi Kat. Kat is the one who's like, I met him through Kat the first time. That's how I ended up on his stream. That's how this whole thing is connected, you know. So anyhow, he DMs me on IG. He's like, "Yo, 15, send me the beat, and I want to try playing something on it." And I'm like, Wolf 7, you want to do something on my beat? And he was like, yep, just send it. I'm digging it, so just send it. I'm like, all right. I tell him that, okay, you don't rush it, don't stress, you know, you can send it to me whenever possible. Like, I'm not gonna play it on my stream for at least another 2-3 weeks. He's like, okay, don't worry about it. And then he sends it back to me. I was checking on IG, you know, because he deleted his socials. He shows up as Instagram user in my DMs. You know, it doesn't say his name. So I was looking at all the timestamps. That's all I've been doing these last few days, you know, just going through emails, going through messages and everything. And maybe like 35 or 40 minutes later, he sends me back the guitar solo. And I'm like, bro, what the hell? You like, is it done? He's like, yeah, I only played for the like first minute and a half until the first like time the beat drops. Thank you, CherokeeMammy. Thank you. So he sends me that, and he's like, yeah, I just played for the first minute and a half. Hope you like it. And I remember to this day, like, that is one of my favorite like guitar solos that I've heard. Period. I've said this multiple times. I've played it on my stream multiple times. You know, it's, and I remember playing it the first time on my stream, and everyone was like, holy shit. I remember a few people were like, bro, my submission is not going to be anything close to that. I'm like, this is not a competition, it's fine. But Wolf just blew everyone's minds away. And since then, October 2022, you know, we started like talking way more regularly. We became very good friends, very close friends. There's not much I can, like, I mean, I can keep going on and on about Wolf, the kind of guy he was, the strength he had, the presence that Wolf had. You know, he was I would describe him as someone who's very intense. And sometimes when people are that intense, it sometimes scares people off. People are like, holy shit, this is too much. But the upside of that intensity is that when they love and when they're loyal, when they're like your friend, they are intense as heck. And they are loyal as fuck. Like this guy, and he lifted me up so much, man. This guy, anytime there was any minor bullshit, like Wolf was the first. He's like, bro, I'm here to fuck shit up. You just point me in the direction. I'm like, bro, relax, my guy, you know. He's like, no, nobody fucks with 15. And I'm like, bro, like, I appreciate you, but chill, I got this, you know. He was just. And then a lot of times I used to ask Wolf, bro, like, you know, I really appreciate kind words that you always throw my way. But like, when someone's as talented as you, do you really, really admire my music, or you're just like, you don't want to hurt, you know, friends' feelings? You know, because this doesn't make sense. Like, you are like at this level, you know. And Wolf was just like, that is when his intensity used to be fucking directed at me. Shut up, 15. You know, this is you're fucking great and believe in yourself and this and that. He used to write me paragraphs about this shit. And I used to be like, all right, bro. Thank you. You know, it's like, it's just the kind of guy he was. Um, and very recently, thanks to Jessica, I found out like how much my music actually meant to him. It wasn't just words. It wasn't just, he's being nice to me. He's being kind to me. And that just puts everything in. It's like I wish there was some way. Maybe I could have tried more to let him know how much his music meant to me. Like how much he meant to me. But that's the thing with life, it's which is why I thank all of you every time you show up in my stream, because you guys give me a tiny piece of your life every Thursday, because time that's life. So you give me your time, so that's a piece of your life that you're giving to me, because we really don't know how much time we have. And the last few days I've been sitting regretting this one song that I wanted to work on with him and other guitarists, and I was like, you know what, now Wolf is not going to be a part of that collab that I had in mind. Like, how was this possible? But I have some ideas on what I'm going to do. I'm gonna include him in a special way in that collab. But man, it's just it's really makes you wonder about a lot of things. He's the only one I've ever interviewed on my channel. The only person I've ever interviewed on my channel is Wolf7. And one thing about Wolf, I don't know, maybe Jessica probably can confirm this as well. He's probably said this to her multiple times as well. He said this to his friends. And I remember clearly, because we always used to have this issue where he would just, he would make sure that he clarifies things that, bro, just to clarify, I'm not saying this or doing this because of this, because, and I used to be like, bro, relax, chill, thank you, Bond, thank you. Because he used to, him and I connected a lot because of one thing. Wolf always said that, he said, my biggest fear is being misunderstood, and I have said that multiple times as well. And both of us connected on that. And man, like, it sucks when you are doing something with a completely different intention. And right, Jessica? Yeah, she's saying yes, just to clarify. Like, he always used to do this with me. And I used to tell him, bro, chill. Like, there's DMs that I'm like telling him, bro, relax. We don't have to go through this exercise with each other. Just to clarify, this is what I mean. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to say. I don't want you to misunderstand. I used to tell him, you don't have to do that with me, and he used to say like, yeah, you don't have to do it with me either. I'm like, bro, that's why I don't do it with you, so stop. This is my shut up Wolf moment. But I can, the reason I bring that up is because I don't know who's watching this stream. Maybe some people at some point got hurt by something he said, or got offended by something he said. I'm like, obviously you can't guarantee anything, but I'm 99.9% sure that his intention would not have been to hurt or offend anyone. It's, he just, like, don't misunderstand the situation. Maybe he meant something else, my last stream last week, for some reason I was like, man, Wolf, reach out to me, bro, reach out to me. I know you're there. And I had no idea that he wasn't, But in a way, he always will be. He always will be. I have put even like I'm gonna. This is kind of like my thing now, where until I am able, and until I am doing these live streams, I'm on YouTube. Until I'm 15 Bend, I will keep his music alive as best as I can. I will make sure that we always remember who Wolf is. I don't even want to say was. I'm struggling with that as well. Yeah, Queen, thank you. I even have his. I even made an emoji for him. That's what Pookie and Queen just dropped. This is always going to be part of my stream. And I'm going to play his music, you know, because he loved music. He loved that, and he was, even with all his troubles, even with everything that he went through, his love of music was immense, and he always used to get excited about it. You know, there were times where a few days ago he'd send me like, you know, some messages that are really, you know, like they're kind of worrisome. You're like, bro, like, you know, chill, you know, and I got you, bro, and this and that. And then the next time he'd message you, he'd be like, bro, I got this song coming up, and you know, can you give this a spin? If you can't, don't worry about it. I'm like, bro, shut up, bro. You know, just fucking send it to me. I'll play it. Of course, I'll play it. His obituary, the link to that is in my description. The GoFundMe link, thank you from the bottom of my heart to everyone who has contributed, donated, shared it out, even told people about it. Like, in any way, if you have supported that GoFundMe, I sincerely thank you. I hope, you know, when loved ones are dealing with a loss of this magnitude, the last thing you want them to worry about is, you know, stuff like that. So thank you to everyone. The initial target was met, and as GoFundMe does, once you exceed the target, then it sets a new target. So it's still going, it's still running. The link is in my description. So if you haven't been able to share it out or donate and you want to, please do so. His Bandcamp link is in my description, and I think I will leave that in all future live streams. If you purchase any music, I'm hoping that his family will be able to access, you know, the funds that go to Bandcamp from your purchases. You know, now Jessica is saying his family has no words on the GoFundMe. Do not feel any pressure to donate. Share a memory, if anything. So, I will share my first main memory with Wolf. I only used to play this from my computer. But then when I got this news, I uploaded it to my channel, and it's gonna stay there. There's just a minute and a half. This is the solo that he first sent me. His son just wants his music to live on. He's a cellist and extremely talented musician as well. So, Jessica, just to let you know, we have an outstanding amount of talented musicians just in this chat. Musicians, producers. If his son ever needs any bit of guidance on how to, you know, if he's wants to learn the ropes on anything related to YouTube, anything related to production, I am obviously you let him know Uncle 15th is gonna be here forever, as long as I am. But there's a lot of musicians and artists and producers in the chat who can help him and guide him. And I actually, um, I hope that he would give me the opportunity to make a song where it's him and Michael playing on the same track. I have this vision in my mind, unless obviously he wants to do it completely differently. That I can make a backing track or something where he can play the cello, and I can overlay one of Wolf's solos on it, so it'll be like a collab between both of them. But anything he needs, you know where to find me. Jessica, by the way, is no less talented herself. She's an award-winning photographer. So, Jessica, I don't know if you want to share the name of your page, your professional page on Instagram. Please feel free to drop it in the chat. But yeah. Let's play this song. Now this is the first solo, the one that he submitted to me, freaking 40 minutes after he heard the beat. The first short that I have on my channel is actually from that live stream when I played this the first time, from 2022, and you can see me just losing my shit, and I still do. Tonight I had to control myself a bit, but yeah, what a fucking talent. Hey Mel, welcome. Cicero, Pookie, Metal Spawn, Sal, Rabbit saying, hell yeah, 15, you could provide a rhythm piece that would allow him to play the cello as the driving centerpiece, complement his talent, and let him bring the feelings. Exactly, Rabbit. Like if he wants to do that, I'm 100% ready, because one of my big regrets right now is that that mega collab that I wanted to do with like 7 or 8 guitarists. Wolf obviously was one of them, and I told him I had to push that back. Like, it just got pushed out because of the album, which, by the way, out of all the days, today I received it. I received the copies. I don't know. It's poetic, actually. that I got them today. Yeah, this is what it looks like. But yeah, so I just pushed it out, but now I don't want to push things out further. So right now, from now until the end of the year, my two main goals are one song with his son, and Wolf. Like I can produce that backing track for them, and I want to do that mega collab, and I have a very special idea on how I'm gonna incorporate Wolf into that. Um, let's listen to some more Wolf before I move to further announcements. This was his song. Yeah, typical, of course. He just puts out a freaking banger and just calls it new music, untitled instrumental. Basically, just fuck off, you know? go, go check it out. If you like it, good. If you don't, I don't care. Hey, Peter. Welcome, man. Welcome. Sorry, I'm so far behind on the chat. I had some computer issues in the beginning. I couldn't keep up. Now let's go. There you go. By the way, this Chinese word that he had in his logo, This meant the translation of this is the way of the universe. It's called the way or the path. So last week when I got the news, I was working on the bonus song for the album. Remember, like I said that those who pre-ordered the album, you guys are gonna get a bonus song, and I had started working on a song. And while I was working on the song, I got the news. Now, usually, what happens with me is when I'm working on a song, the title of the song comes pretty quick. For some reason, with this song, I had a few ideas, but it was the theme that I actually had was I'm not even gonna talk about it, but it was obviously something deep and heavy, and I just could not settle on a title for the song. And then this happened, and I played some guitar after the news, and I named that song. The title of that bonus song is "The Way," as my way of honoring my bro. Some of you actually, pretty much everyone who pre-ordered, I already sent you that song. I think yesterday, the day before, I don't remember, but yeah, that's because of this. I'm gonna play another one from Wolf, and then I'm gonna go to I'm gonna be bouncing between Wolf and other music. This one is Phase 2. The reason I really wanted to play this is because it has more pictures of Wolf from the time he was serving. Warrior's Plight.
Shadows to stars, I'm breaking the mold. Flipping through the pages of a story retold. Through fire and ash, like a phoenix I'll rise. With every step forward, I'm reaching the skies. From shadows to stars, I'm breaking the mold. Flipping through the pages of a story retold. Through fire and ash, like a phoenix I'll rise. With every step forward, I'm reaching the skies. Yeah, I was born in a cage where the light barely peaks. My faith was a fortress, but the foundation's weak. Like a flower in concrete, I struggled to grow. Roots tangled in the darkness where no sun would show. Whispers of angels turned to echoes of pain. A puppet on strings, but I danced in the rain. Childhood a battlefield with scars like my armor. Each bruise a reminder, a silent charmer. From shadows to stars, I'm breaking the mold. Flipping through the pages of a story retold. Through fire and ash, like a phoenix I'll rise. With every step forward, I'm reaching the skies. From shadows to stars, I'm breaking the mold. Flipping through the pages of a story retold. Through fire and ash, like a phoenix I'll rise. With every step forward, I'm reaching the skies. So I joined in the ranks of the warrior's plight. I marched through the deserts, chased ghosts in the night. Combat's a canvas painted red with the cause bronze star on my chest, but I still feel so lost. Each deployment a chapter, each bullet a line. Writing my memos in the sands of time. PTSD hunting like a shadow on my back. Battles are raging and I'm under attack. Sipping on demons, drowning in the night. Bottle my savior, but it dimmed all the light. Chasing oblivion, though I found my peace. But the chaos inside me, it never ceased. Tried to find solace in the depths of despair. Last dance with the reaper, but I wasn't quite there. Woke up from my death, life on the line. Found a glimmer of hope in the darkest design. From shadows to stars, I'm breaking the mold. Flipping through the pages of a story retold. Through fire and ash, like a phoenix I'll rise. With every step forward, I'm reaching the skies. From shadows to stars, I'm breaking the mold. Flipping through the pages of a story retold. Through fire and ash, like a phoenix I'll rise. With every step forward, I'm reaching the skies.
breath a new song, building up an empire where I was wrong. No longer a prisoner of the pain that I bore. Each day a new canvas, yeah, I'm ready for more. From shadows to stars, I'm reclaiming my light. With the strength of a warrior, yeah, I'm ready to fight. A journey of resilience, I'm writing my part. A symphony of healing, straight from my heart.
From shadows to stars, I'm breaking the mold. Flipping through the pages of a story retold. Through fire and ash, like a phoenix I'll rise. With every step forward, I'm reaching the skies. From shadows to stars, I'm breaking the mold. Flipping through the pages of a story retold. Through fire and ash, like a phoenix I'll rise. With every step forward, I'm reaching the skies.
The artistry of this guy. This last image. His logo in the up in the sky, breaking through the clouds. You know, I saw in the chat. Hey Feisty, welcome. I saw in the chat, I think Indy and Queen were talking about how he used to give feedback to other artists. Because I don't know if you, a lot of you remember, he at one point was doing these indie music breakdowns where he would go through people's discography and go through their songs. He used to sit there with a notepad and a pen, and he would take notes during the song, and then he would talk about the song, break it down, give feedback. And this is the one thing I loved about Wolf. Wolf was a straight shooter. Like, there was no like, man, you know what, I gotta word this a little carefully. I gotta word this. Like, he wasn't, I wouldn't say he was rude. He wasn't rude. He wasn't someone who didn't care about the other person's feelings. But the way he felt that anyone, especially an artist, can improve is if they get legit feedback, not just, you know, hollow, fake, clap emojis, fire emojis. Like, that doesn't really help unless, you know, that person, the other person is in it just to, you know, it's like a person walking into a room, just expects everyone to just clap for him just because he walked into the room, and then he just leaves and he's like, yeah, you know what, like, this is amazing. Wolf saw more in artists than they even saw in themselves, you know. Hetriani saying he was so kind to me when it came to the indie music breakdown. Head bro, I don't know if you remember, but he really, really respected and admired you, bro. And your music, like, he always, even in private DMs to me, like when I was talking, when he invited me to be part of that Four Horsemen project, and it was like Dev and you and him, and I was like, what the heck, bro? Like, what am I gonna do on this? You know, you have like 3 monster guitars. So he would always obviously tell me to shut up, you know. But he even said to me, he's like, bro, Hetriani's there. Hetriani is way more you know, technically knowledgeable and everything more than me. So I'm not saying, man, I can't measure up, I can't play with him. We're just gonna fucking play. We're just gonna do it. You know? Hey Jessica, no worries at all. No worries at all. You have yourself a good night. I just wanted you to see the love for him in the chat and for myself. I have this song on the playlist. By Raw Brainwater. It's called Remember Me.
I lay down in a rolling meadow, point my heart to the golden west, forest green and flowers yellow. Please think of me with no regrets. Remember me by the water. Remember me when the cold wind blows. Lay with me in that meadow by and by. Think of me where the river flows. The years roll on like a moment passing, tossed all my hopes down a wishing well. And I'm further on, still I have that feeling. Youth don't know what it don't tell. Remember me by the water. Remember me when the cold wind blows. Lay with me in the meadow by and by. Think of me where the river flows. Take me back where the sea is rolling, stars shine bright, sky black as coal. Down by the old creek side, I'll be waiting. Let me breathe, breathe deep of home. Remember me by the water. Remember me when the cold wind blows. Lay with me in that meadow by and by. Think of me where the river flows. Or just think of me where the river flows.
That was Raw Brainwater. I felt that the song was fitting. And look, guys, I didn't do this stream to make you guys, depressed or anything. For me, as I said in the beginning, I think it's therapeutic that if we, for me personally, I can't speak for everyone, obviously. Music has carried me through a lot of profound moments in my life, as I'm sure it has done for a lot of people. So this is more of a, get together. If you have a memory of Wolf, put it in the chat, and we listen to some music. I'm gonna try and balance the vibe every now and then. If it gets too much, man, you know what? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't even know how I am still live. It's been almost an hour. This whole week has been very mentally, emotionally exhausting. So let's listen to Breather, the Wolf.
Take a breather, yeah, sit back, close your eyes.
Thank you to everyone in the chat, by the way, for the kind words, telling me I'm not doing something that is too much or I shouldn't be doing. I I think this, in my own capacity, I'm in Canada. I mean I can go to the US, but I'm kind of apprehensive traveling to the US these days, as I've said before. Um so I can't even be there. So for me, in my own small corner somewhere on YouTube, this is what I felt, that I needed to do. So I'm glad you guys are feeling it, and you guys are seeing where I'm coming from when I'm doing this. Yeah, Pookie saying I used to play this on repeat driving home from work. Yeah, I remember, Pookie. You even requested it a couple of times. You're like, 15, can you play Breather? I'm like, this one was the easiest requests, I'm gonna play this song. I'm in no mood. Well, I'm in the mood, but I'm not in the right frame of mind to go on a rant on how much anti-war I have become over the last 15 years, 20 years of my life. But I think Wolf really liked this song, so I'm gonna give it a spin. It's called Red. And this quote, I remember when I chose this quote to put in the beginning of the song. It's like an everlasting, forever living quote, forever relevant. Thank you, Feisty. Thank you, Cicero. The war will end. The leaders will shake hands. Like, this stuff has been relevant throughout human history, right? The old woman will keep waiting for her martyred son. That girl will wait for her beloved husband. And those children will wait for their heroic father. I don't know who sold our homeland, but I saw who paid the price. Mahmoud Darwish. like the thought in my head that was going on was like my whole life now I'll be reminiscing, like I do most of the time, about a lot of things, like a lot of people do. And he's always going to be a part of that, you know. He's always going to be a part of it. Because I was just thinking while this was playing how he used to message me after every song that I dropped, and he used to give me like this, you know, him and Hetriani does the same as well. He used to tell me, brother, yeah, he used to go, brother. It is always so amazing to see how you've progressed. You know, because I've seen you from the start. Because he actually has seen me from like my really early time, and it's always, yeah. This is Fair Enough by Wolf. The reason I'm smiling is I always used to tell him, I'm like, bro, you make me make the ugliest stank faces when I'm listening to guitar, and you make me struggle when I'm on camera. I can't make those faces. So fucking, like, either tone your fucking guitar level down, or I'm gonna have to start going off camera. I used to laugh so much on that. Because he actually does. He is his music, like his guitaring. Fuck, like I was like, either I'm gonna have like some neck spasm or like, you know, people are gonna clip my ugly stank face one day. Okay, I'm gonna play a different song and then try and lift you guys up with a crazy solo from Wolf. This is Dave Thomas Jr., the same guy whose song Silence I played a few weeks ago. This is All Roads Lead to You.
They're higher than the mountains in the distance. I try to whisper something in silence, but since I breathe you in, I can't exhale. I can hold back the tide in the morning. I can roam by the light of the moon, but somehow it don't matter where I go, 'cause all roads lead to you. You won't believe my tears became an ocean, and now I lie here washed up on the shore. And every seventh wave I know I count 'em is higher than the ones that came before. I could set sail and follow the current till I fall off the earth out of you, but somehow it don't matter where I go, 'cause all roads lead to you.
What a song, man. Hey, Mountain Man. Welcome. Okay, I'll play one more and then we'll go to Wolf to lift us up. This is my song called I'll Be There.
When the morning sky fades to blue, when the quiet night takes over you, in the stars that light your way,
This song, I think I made sure Wolf knows, and a lot of people know that this is one of my favorites, if not the favorite Wolf song. Like You Mean It. Pookie. He did say I'm sick of hearing this song, and he DM'd me about it as well, like in a funny way. And I said, "Well, I'm sorry, bro. I can't do anything about it. Like I have to. This song, like I cannot get bored of it. I'm like, well, it's your fault. You know, you shouldn't have shredded the living shit out of the guitar." Yeah, and I think Joey said that there's such real emotion, raw emotion in the song. That's just how he was. And that's just how he was. Intense. Like I was intense as fuck. Um I want to play this one song by David Joshua. By the way, huge shout out to David Joshua. Um he streams on Sundays. Um Dusty Memory. Hey, Dusty Memory, by the way, welcome. Beautiful desktop background. Thank you. Thank you. This is the cover art from my album. And Cassie, who was in the chat, and another friend of mine are responsible for this. I can't take credit for it. They did an amazing job. But yeah, David Joshua streams on Sundays. I forget the exact time. Indy, please remind me if I'm mistaken. I think it's like I don't remember the time, Indy. Maybe you can remind us. And his last live stream on last Sunday. So usually I don't go on YouTube on the weekends, right? I just because I struggle with time management as it is, and then weekends the kids are home. Specifically 16th is home. So with him, it's just utter madness. By the time I get to come downstairs and sit down, I'm like wiped. Like I just don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to hear anyone say anything. It's just he's 16th is, as most of you know, the probably one of the most famous toddlers in the community. But yeah, so I got this news on Friday, right? So the weekend I was like just it's a blur, and I was downstairs and I saw David Joshua was live. So I mean, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go in and say hi. And David Joshua actually said some beautiful things about Wolf. So like it really, really, had me in tears. And he played a song just by coincidence. He played because I call him the Man in Black jokingly for Johnny Cash. He played Johnny Cash's cover of Hurt on his stream as well. And that song, I listened to that song a lot after the news. So yeah, shout out to David Joshua. This song is called Ruins. This beautiful song.
Paralyzed with every step, used to hear from the one who made sense. I analyze what's behind those eyes. If I listen for a moment or two, the bird just might sing anew. But you and I know it don't work that way. whisper of glory? Or will Jesus just cut off our heads? I know I'm nothing here right now. I was nothing before this sound, and I'll be nothing when I hit the ground. Now I see there's nothing left here, and every whimper and last tear is left to bear the truth.
That is one of the most powerful songs I've heard in the indie music community. I'm not kidding. And David Joshua actually sent me a song, an artist that I had never heard of. He was like 15. I just came across this guy, and the song seems fitting for what you're feeling. So see if you want to ever spin this guy's music. And I was like, David Joshua is recommending me someone. I'll go check it out, of course. And yes, it was a beautiful song, so I wanted to play that as well. And Ty's like, okay, already on the floor. Someone can pick me up off the floor anytime. I got you, bro. I got you. This is called Adeline's Waltz by, wait a second, it's a very long artist name. Mark Grubel and the Lost Wanderers. Let's go. Beautiful song, right? And my bad, it wasn't Adeline, it was Adeline's waltz. Eins and the eens, English language. That's a rant for another night. I'll just leave it at that. But please, if you liked what you heard, please go sub up to Mark Grubel and the Lost Wanderers. I can't wait to check out more of their music. These last few days, I just didn't get a chance. But beautiful production, lyrics, and like everything about it had that classic vibe to it, right? Yes, Metal Spawn, Cassie, you know how it is. Indie, of course, is in full agreement. Facts. Okay, Sal Caruso. Want to play the song called "What Words."
I said it before, so I say it again. What words to say? What can I do that hasn't been done? How can I see with my eyes to the sun? What words to say? I forgot what I came here to say. Well, I just want to say thank you. Glory to the creator of the universe. I read and talked a long time ago. What can I say that hasn't been said? It's been said before, but I'll say it again. What words to say? What can you do that hasn't been done? There's nothing new that's under the sun. What words to say? I forgot what I came here to say. Well, I just want to say thank you. Glory to the creator of the universe. I ran out of talk a long time ago.
Unshackled Spirit, aka Sal Caruso, aka Jaded Soul. The guy has so much talent he can't even contain it in one artist's name. Much love to you, bro. Yeah, let's spin this. Okay, so now it's gonna get a bit heavy. I'm gonna bring you guys back up after that. This one and the next one are heavy, and then I'll bring you guys back. This is Patrick Lauren. You're Not Okay. And I feel that this is a very fitting song for tonight. Let's go.
You choose to be bored, you can choose to ignore all the signs that led you here. But look, you're not okay. You're not okay. Now's the time to be bold. Don't wait for your story to unfold gracefully. Waiting patiently for things to align in a comfortable line. So pick yourself up, stand up straight. I wonder if you know you're fainted, if you've been scared too long of being proven wrong. So pick yourself up, stand up straight. I wonder if you know you're fainted, if you've been scared too long of being proven wrong. You choose to be bored, you can choose to ignore all the signs that led you here.
Another Canadian artist who is such a beautiful, soulful voice. And yeah, I love Patrick Lauren's, like his music, his voice, everything just meshes so beautifully every time. And I'm looking forward to his new music that's coming soon. I think he said last time he has like 4 songs that are going to be coming out this year, so looking forward to that. Before I do forget, because tonight has just been it's just a special stream, and the way it started was kind of, I was like, man, I hope I can stream tonight given the computer issues. But next week, July 3rd, is going to be the official album launch. I'm still going to do the roller coaster, but the album will be officially released. In case I forget, someone please remind me. One of my mods / friends remind me. Okay, this song is going to be heavy. I'm giving you fair warning. It's November South. The song is called Scars. After this, I'll lift you guys up.
We all were children, but time just slips away. I look in the mirror now, see the wrinkles on my face. I can't help but wonder what happened to that boy, just running through the woods, filled with endless joy. Got scars on both my hands and scars inside my soul. I've got scars that follow me, some that won't let go. They say time's a healer, and with seasons come a change. But sometimes it's hard to see when you're driving through the rain. Scars only seem to make us stronger. They remind us we get to live a little longer. I wouldn't change a thing, hell, they make us who we are. All these scars. I remember the day I found my dad dead on the floor. I couldn't keep from screaming, it cut me to the core. We took his ashes and we gave them to the wind. Then we sang a gospel song and we carried on again. Stronger. They remind us we get to live a little longer. I wouldn't change a thing, yeah, they make us who we are. All these scars. Us stronger. They remind us we get to live a little longer. I wouldn't change a thing, they make us who we are. Beautiful skies. Beautiful skies.
November South, Scars. Man, I am yet to hear a song from these guys that I don't like. Amazing. And their lyrics are always so, it's like so relatable and so heavy. Oh man. Okay. Time for some Buckethead. Healing inside, outside, every side. That's the name of this. That's Buckethead for you. The guy has, like, this is one guy who can match any emotion anyone is going through. Bonfire Bro, I completely agree. I'm gonna play this as well. I played this once like a month ago, but it's gonna bring us back up. All I can say is, in a world that's this messed up, the crazy times we're living in, thank God for Buckethead. You know, we have people like Buckethead who are creating some of the most beautiful music. This guy is, like, you all know what Buckethead means to me. He is otherworldly, as Queen said in the chat. Dusty Memory is okay. I'll let it slide tonight. Yeah, this is like this is the thing with Buckethead. You know, like a lot of people initially when they see him for the first time, they haven't heard his music, and they're like, man, you know, like why is he dressed up like this? You know, I'm not gonna take someone dressed like that seriously. And like I've seen a lot of people, like, because I've introduced his music to so many people, and I've seen like their first reaction when his thumbnail or something comes up, and they're like, ha ha ha, you know, like, bro, we're not gonna take, you know, someone who's dressed like that seriously. And I'm like, that is exactly what's wrong with the world, you know. We just take everything at face value, for better or for worse. You know, but this guy is a certified legend. Okay. Old Days, New Day by my bro, Michael Lanthier, Wolf 7. And that's like the power of music, right? Can you imagine if Wolf had never picked up the guitar, never become a musician? We would have never had this experience. Um, and in his guitar, you can feel his soul in the guitar every time. I see his emoji in the chat, and every time, like for a very like for a millisecond, I just instantly get that feeling like when I used to see him drop in my chat with that black heart salute emoji. Today, this song came on. Um, I just let YouTube choose the mix and everything, and it's my song Soul, and I don't know why. Like it's just it felt like it. Well, these days, I mean, everything is reminding me of him, but felt like it had that vibe that it's like a soul that has a lot of scars, but you know rises, and despite of that. And now after that video that we saw of his with his logo in the clouds, like this is just like that image is gonna be stuck in my head for a while. Um, Oh man, yeah. So I'm thinking, Angela, welcome, welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Elena, bro, long time, long time. Hope all is well with you. I am gonna call it a night. It's because the remaining few songs that I have on the playlist are really heavy, and I don't think we want to go there again, at least tonight. Um, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you dropping by, showing your respect. For Wolf, may he rest in peace. May his family, his loved ones, his friends, all of us, um, keep his music alive, keep his memory alive, and it's important that at least the people in the chat, well, most of you are my friends. You know that if you're ever in a situation where things become too heavy for you, things become too much, please reach out. If not to me, others in the chat, I know a lot of you are now connected with each other, which is a beautiful thing. Um, I know there's been a lot of true friendships that have been formed. Um, feel free to reach out. It's a lot of people reach out to me and then they apologize, and I'm like, don't apologize. Hey Tate, sorry I missed you earlier, Tate. I was having computer issues, and then by the time I got here, everything was just kind of crazy. But yeah, if you ever have to reach out, just reach out. You never know what perspective the other person's going to give you. Sometimes we get so stuck in this rut where we're like, this is the issue I'm dealing with, and there's no way I can snap out of it. There's nothing anyone can say that can convince me otherwise. I'm telling you from personal experience as well, and I'm sure a lot of you have experienced this as well. Sometimes it's not even about getting someone's perspective to change your mind on how you're feeling. It's just that feeling of being heard, sharing what you're going through, that can really make you feel like, okay, you know what, I'm not alone in this. Um, Sometimes the other person's gonna tell you something they went through that's similar, and you can probably take inspiration from that. There's so many people in this chat, by the way. I'm not gonna individually name them, who I find so inspiring. So inspiring. Been through some stuff that I 100%, I probably could not have taken even 10% of that. But they went through it. They coped with it. And yes, the scars are still there. The scars will remain. But they've grown around that pain. And I think that's important. So, yeah, if you ever feel the need to reach out, if you can't get in touch with me, there's other friends that we've made. Please do that. Please do that. And I'm no doctor, I'm no professional, but I have found personally music has helped me a lot, and a lot of times. Sometimes it takes you even deeper into what you're feeling, so you have to be careful. I think that's where a roller coaster conductor comes in handy. Like you gotta keep a balance. Don't start listening to too much of the music that is just reinforcing your grief or your sadness, because then you keep falling, and then it's really difficult to come out of it. So on that note, much love and thank you everyone for being here. I don't think anything I could have done or said could have made the situation better, but at least, um, we could pay tribute to a dear friend, brother, as he called me, and supremely talented musician. Much love to all of you. Thank you. Have a good night. And sorry, Indy, I don't know if you're live tomorrow. I couldn't find your stream set up yesterday. But even if she hasn't set it up, Indy has been surprising us these days. So let me drop Indy's channel's link. Here's Indy's channel link. I'm pinning it to the chat. Tomorrow, hopefully, she is gonna be live, and we can hang out there. Listen to some music, and it can help us as well. Next week, next Thursday, the album is gonna be officially released. I'm not gonna have like a big launch party next week. It's just gonna be a roller coaster. Plus, the album is gonna be available. I have to probably do a lot of work this weekend. I have to start signing them for those of you who pre-ordered. If anyone is interested, please get in touch with me. Get in touch with one of the mods, or email me, and we can figure it out. Angela, yes, I'm keeping this one up. 100%, I'm keeping this one up. As long as my channel exists, this stream is going to stay up in honor of my brother. Have a good night, everyone. Take care.